This video gives a brief introduction into exploring the geography of the River Eden catchment using this pre-prepared web map. When you open the map, this is what you should see. The map in the centre of your screen, a legend down the right hand side, a scale bar across the bottom, and a toolbar across the top. The map contains a variety of different data sets that help us investigate the geography of the catchment and find out more about it. These include the county boundary line, various layers showing different designated sites, the Eden catchment boundary, and a layer showing all the rivers and streams within the catchment. We can navigate around the map in a variety of ways. We can zoom in and out using the plus and minus to the side of the toolbar. We can also zoom in and out using the scroll on our mouse. And as we zoom in and out, we'll notice that different layers may appear and disappear. For example, now that we've zoomed in, we see that a layer showing villages within the Eden catchment has appeared, and this has also appeared within our legend. You can also navigate the map using the Bookmarks tool, which brings up a selection of pre-saved extents that we can now easily and quickly navigate to. For example, let's zoom out to the whole of Cumbria, or back in to Ullswater. Another way to navigate around the map is to type specific place names into the search bar and to look for them. For example, let's look for the village of Langwathby. The map will then automatically take us there. But for now, we'll return to our home extent by clicking on the Home button. We can also change the appearance and layout of the map. For example, if we click on the Layers tool, this brings up a list of all the data sets that are available within our map, and we can now turn them on and off. We might want to do this if we want to create a more simplified map or look at layers that are maybe hidden beneath other layers. Let's give it a go and just try and create a simple map showing the Eden catchment and the rivers and streams. So we'll turn off all the other layers. And as you can see, we have a much more simplified map. We can also add them back again. We can also change the appearance of the base map by looking in the base map gallery. Currently, we're looking at the aerial imagery, but we might want to try one of the other base maps, for example the topographic base map, which is better at showing us place names and roads and the topography of the catchment. So give it a go and try out the different base maps and see which you think looks best, bearing in mind that different base maps may look better at different extents. Once you're happy with the layout and appearance of your map, you can select the Print tool and print off a copy of your map. This allows you to add a title to your map and also decide whether or not you want to add the legend to your map. And one final tool which is worth looking at on the toolbar is the Measure tool, which allows us to measure distances and areas and find locations. For example, let's select the Distance tool. We can then choose what units we want to measure in, say miles or kilometres, and then we can measure the straight line distance, say from Carlisle to Penrith, and we see that it's just over 29 kilometres. We can also find out the location of places in longitude and latitude. For example, let's find out the location of the town of Appleby. As well as using the tools on the toolbar, we can also find out more information about the geography of the catchment by directly clicking on features and locations within the map. For example, let's zoom in to a location that we'd like to investigate some more. If we click on the river, this brings us up a pop-up, and we can see that we're looking at the River Emont. And we can also find out some more information, such as the River Emont is 19.66 kilometres in length. Sometimes when you click on a location, the pop-up header will say that it's one of a number of places, in this case 1 of 4. This means that there's more features located at the same site. So as well as the River Eamont, we can see that the River Eamont is part of the River Eden and tributaries Site of Special Scientific Interest. It's also part of the River Eden Special Area of Conservation, and it lies within the Lake District National Park. Finally, we've added a series of key river terms to the map. These include terms such as tributary, confluence, source and estuary, and these are indicated by the blue stars. So you can click on the blue stars to find out more about these key terms. For example, the one here is tributary. It gives you a bit more information and a photograph to explain the term. So this video has hopefully given you a brief overview of how to investigate the geography of the River Eden catchment using this web map.